Well, hello. As promised, here to talk about some stuff, cruising through life. Um, and that's what I've been doing for the past 6. I was on a YouTube live Saturday with some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful creators. And I opened up to them. They probably thought I was a Looney Tune, but I felt it was okay. I felt safe to talk about what I've been going through, not just me, my family have been going through for the past 6 months. And the most motivational thing I can say, one of the comments I got was, if I had faith, I can make it through. I do have faith, but not as a mustard seed. I have faith that God is not going to put more on me than I can bear. That's what gets me through. Let me introduce you to my moderator.
Hello.
My husband, Jeremy, because again, we're down here in Galveston and all of our family is either in other states or in Dallas or in New Orleans, not New Orleans, Lake Charles. So here I have to talk to you about some things that have been going on. I'm not going to hold you long because I'm going to stay on for about 5 minutes, maybe, or maybe longer. I don't know. But I'm just going to let you know. We've been absent from the cruise world for 6 months. We've been doing a lot of land travels back and forth to Dallas, where family, our core family, our children are. His parents, we went to Lake Charles, and his brothers are in Lake Charles. So we went toward family during this time. As you know, I'm the other mom, but we don't say stepmom. Welcome in, Eddie.
Yeah, we got our first person to the first live, which is Eddie Lugo Studios. Say yo yo yo, welcome in, Eddie.
And the thing of it is, right before COVID hit, 2019, you all knew that Jeremy had his children, and this is for all the stepmoms, stepdads, the good ones. We well, let me back up. We don't call me stepmom, they call me mom. And we have been, I don't know how to say it. We've been fortunate enough to be a loving couple. We've been fortunate enough to have a good family surrounding us. My father-in-law is the best. I can't tell you. I just can't tell you. He has been, God's my rock, but he's been the pebble, the stepping stone, because he offers good advice.
Yeah, you're right, Eddie. We are blessed. We are blessed. Absolutely.
And here's the thing. Back in April, we were going on cruises almost every other month. We would just up and go, up and go. Back in April, we got notified that the kids were going through.
Some stuff was going awry
in their lives. And the authorities called Jeremy, and we had to go get them. And it was a no-brainer.
We just dropped everything and went and got them.
Yeah, because we were on our way out to do something else.
I think it was laundry or something that day.
And so we went and got them from school, like we were told to, from CPS. And because they had been abandoned.
And upon their arrival, I don't know if you've ever seen the emptiness that goes on in a person's eyes whenever they have just been emotionally drained, especially a child. Okay. A child sometimes does not know how to say how they're feeling, so this is one of our goals, is to try to encourage young people, and especially women, girls, women and stuff. If you're going through something, we got some affirmations actually lined up. And that's just what we want to do. We want to try to encourage anybody who's going through anything other than happiness.
And the first affirmation that I want to go for this day: there are no mistakes, only lessons. I learned my lesson because I was the point of contact when the kids left and went with their biological mom. So that has been like tearing at me for months, because I said, okay. So I've been being guilty, feeling guilty, and holding myself responsible for what went on in their lives.
So this information must be good. There's no mistakes, only lessons.
So I know there are other women and young girls out there that have had bad things happen to them. You don't have to stay in that environment,
in that fun.
Just and our kids are 6. The twins are 6, and the oldest one is 9. They said they had no one to talk to. They had nobody to reach out to. They didn't have anybody to tell. This is what they told us. But let me tell you, they have, by law, have to report any outcry from a student.
Yeah, they're mandatory reporters.
And B,
We got a visitor in. This is House of X Entertainment. Just joined us. Hey, how's it going, guys?
hi. These are some experienced livers.
Yeah, this is our first live, guys. You caught us. This is nice.
And I'm talking to people about the things that went on in our lives that made our whole creator thing stopped doing the cruising, the everything stopped for 6 months.
Yeah.
And but for young girls, do your cry out to your counselor.
Do an outcry to somebody that can do something about it.
Yeah.
There are mandated reporters. Doctors are another. Doctors, therapists, your school counselor, the principal. You know, anybody dealing with those entities. Those are mandatory reporters.
Yes.
So if you say something, believe me, it will get at least told. Hey, Antoinette's in the house.
And for me, I needed therapy because I had never been like this. My husband needed therapy. My moderator needed therapy because I couldn't handle it. I cried all the way up from April to July. I cried. I mean, every time I opened my eyes, I'm out. I cried because I hadn't been through anything like this before in my life. When you have children, I can't say enough, protect them. And it's sad to say, sometimes you got to protect them from their biological mom.
Yep.
You know, I don't want to use the word trafficking because that's too harsh of a word. But when the authorities say, keep your children away from your boyfriend, and then you move him out of the house and you take them to his house.
You asking for trouble.
You
ask for trouble. That's definitely, certainly things just did go awry.
It went awry.
But to anybody who's going through anything, you know, if you don't say something, nothing is going to get done.
And it'll keep going on and on.
It's going to keep on happening. You know, you got to talk it out, like the people with the letters behind. You got to talk it out.
You got to talk it out.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're talking it out.
We're talking it out to you guys are our subscribers. You're our cruise creator family.
Eddie Lugo has a comment here, is abuse, which is not right at all.
Exactly.
You're right about that, Eddie. It's just straight abuse. You know, it's not right, you know, but a lot of people don't know how to talk about it, which is, you know, that's why I had such a delay. You know, I'm like, how do you even go about approaching this? You know, and nobody had any answers except talk it out, you know,
talk it out,
give it some time, things like that. But, you know, sometimes it's about who to say what the abuse, you know.
And see, we can't even tell you, we can't even say it out loud yet, you know.
Yeah, it's
what the abuse was.
Abuse is abuse, though. You know, I mean, if you're getting physically abused, if you're getting mentally abused, because it's not just about the beatings and, rape and, incest, things like those, it sometimes is about mental abuse as well. Because if you feel as though you don't have anybody to go to, apparently the person that is close to you is not the person that you feel comfortable talking about. And maybe there's a little mental abuse going on. So you really got to ask yourself, is there somebody that I can lean on? If the answer is no, you got to check that out. You really got to get that checked out, because to be able to open up to people and tell them how you feeling, what's making you feel like that, and all of that, you got to have somebody that you can lean on. And young girls, I'm not just talking about school friends, because school friends, they could be reliable, they could be unreliable, they're children. We're talking about adults that can make something happen. Because without something happening, will nothing change. Hey, Blaine, we got Blaine from Rayleigh Creative Travel in the house. Hey, how's it going? Welcome into the live.
And so that's where our kids were from 2019 till April
of this year,
7th of this year. They were going through hell and high water. I don't know what that means, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I just say these things because I hear other people saying them.
Hang on, we had a good chat from House of X right here.
Mm-hmm.
It says abuse is something you can never get over. That is true.
The kids are 6 and 9.
They're gonna have to live with this, and we are here to help them through it.
And we're trying. We're all going through therapy. We're trying, but we are trying. It's frustrating, because the 9-year-old, she was sleeping under the bed when we got her in our house. I went to check on her one night and I couldn't find her. The doors were locked, but I couldn't find her. She was under the bed. She didn't want anybody to touch her. So you see, we were going through for 6 months. We were going through. And the thing that kept me going was, God don't put any more on you than you can bear.
Mm-hmm.
And when people say talk it out, this is what we're doing. We're trying to talk it out to the family, the Cruz family that we have. It's not like we picked you to dump our issues on. It's because we trust you.
And we also want to help too, to anybody that you want to share this with. If anybody is going through something, we're here with our affirmations. And I want to bring it up again. There are no mistakes, only lessons. Okay.
As far as
what the lesson to be learned is, that still has yet to be written, because we write our book of life every single day. Mm-hmm. We write a new page every day whenever we wake up. And we are believers, and God doesn't make any mistakes. There's no mistakes, only lessons. Okay. There's no mistake that we got that call. There is no mistake that all of this happened. It's just, there's many things that are happening to kids out there, and it needs to be talked about. It needs to have a big old light, kind of like this light behind me, big old light shined on it, that way it can come out of the darkness and into the light where it belongs. Hang on. We got another thing here. We got Antoinette says, I have foster kids and they have experienced so much abuse. We are going through counseling, lots of doctor's appointments. Us too.
Yes, us too.
Us too. And we make the time. We make the time to do it. We make time for the kids. And we also, we talk on a daily basis. You know, both of
Daily.
us, we talk to all three kids on a daily basis, you know, about their past, but also to highlight the difference between where they were and where they are now, you know. And I think that is a good part of it, is to show the contrast, if you will.
And the 9-year-old, well, they all do. They have, you know, my kids are older. So the 9-year-old, she leans a lot on the women in my family. You know, her sister. Like I said, we don't have steps. It's a sister.
It's a blended family.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sissy. The big sister is called Sissy. The middle sister, my middle daughter, Sissy, and she has a big brother. So we have. She calls them when she wants to talk. When she first got here, she would call them and talk to them. We go to Dallas a lot so they can be around good family, you know. We go to Lake Charles so they can meet good family.
And we got a comment here from Blaine. He says, it's a tough situation, but God is faithful. This adds to our testimony. We may not understand why things happen, but we know who holds tomorrow and the future.
You're right.
Thank you for that. That's true.
You're right. That is, I mean, okay. For me, I was angry. I'm still angry. I haven't moved on from, you know,
there's no moving on from that.
They say the same stages for grief, but I'm still angry. But for Jeremy, he's letting the system work the battle. And
I'm letting God work the battle, because it's God's battle.
It's,
you know,
God's battle.
It's not for me to figure it out. It's not for her to figure it out, or you guys. It has everything to do with working through it. It's a working process. It's always going to be a working process. It could be years later. I know I'm probably going to get a call, you know, something is going awry, but we just have to keep reminding ourselves of this affirmation right here. There are no mistakes, only lessons.
And I'll eventually tell you how the biological mom got the kids, you know. It was my mistake.
There are no mistakes,
but lessons.
Only lessons.
I learned she wasn't supposed to have the children, you know. But as a mom who thinks all moms are good moms, I said, okay, sure. Come on. I gave her the 3 kids, and it all went awry. We kept getting...
We believe that all has been restored the way that it should be. You know, the kids are back with us. We are so happy. Hang on, we got a new person. I have not seen your name before. It's RX Nails. Thank you for joining our live stream. Good afternoon. Welcome in.
And he's my moderator, my husband. So, but I was down in the dumps. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. From April to July, I cried every time I talked about it. We needed therapy. The kids couldn't get therapy on the island. We couldn't get therapy on the island. because they said they can't help us.
Yeah, only a certain group of people deals with situations like that. So we're going off the island. It's not far, it's about 15 minutes up the road, but everybody is getting the necessary clinical help that we need. But every day we hang on, Blaine says something here. It says anger is something that will be there. It's what we do with that anger in the long run.
I'm trying to deal with it, Blaine. I'm trying, because I love these kids as if I birthed them. My family loves these kids as if they came from me. And,
Yeah, they got nothing but love over here.
Yeah.
And, we're about to show them a life that they never would have had this thing not gone awry.
So
I can't be completely upset. I cannot be completely upset about this because I got my kids back. That's the truth of the matter. They're back.
They're back.
And
legally.
We're so happy that God has restored everything back the way that it should be. Mm-hmm. This affirmation really, it hit us right here in this area today. There are no mistakes, only lessons. Lessons are being learned, but also lessons are being taught as well. It's a cycle. The lesson is a cycle.
Mm-hmm. And you know what the 9-year-old said? We rescued them. She said, you rescued us. We were living like animals. 9 years old.
Blaine says, I hear you. God worked it out, and thank God for all. Yeah, we do. We do every single day.
And I tell you, we thank him every day, because when we pick them up from school, like CPS told us to, we picked them up with the clothes and shoes they had on their backs.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, it wasn't nothing nice. Nothing. We were like in awe when one of the kids, we were waiting for all the paperwork to be signed and everything, was playing with his shoe with a hole in it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
But all is well now. It really is. The people of God stepped in, and they really, whenever they first got here, a bunch of them stepped in and made some, they did like a little community drive for the kids. And
they did.
Galveston. All of a sudden they had everything they needed, within the first week.
And I'm telling you.
So it's been nothing.
Galveston stepped in and did what they do.
It's been nothing but good news, all summer long.
They're going on their first cruise.
Mm-hmm. Yep, November 26th.
Yeah.
Who's got a cruise? Who's got a cruise coming up in the chat, or a travel, an adventure coming up? Put your countdowns in the chat, and we'll be sure to share it with everybody. Hang on, we got one here. Oh, okay. Blaine, he says, thank him when we are on the mountaintop, and we thank him in the valley. I'll be praying because these things can be left with them forever, even when they get married.
That is so true.
I pray for no long-term issues. Yeah, we do too. We pray that, that they don't forget, because this is something that needs to be remembered, but that it be fleshed out with his goodness, and he's going to do it. I know God is able.
Oh yeah.
I know God is able.
And he doesn't put more on me than I can bear.
Yep.
But I tell you, when you have kids that have to learn to retrust you,
Mm-hmm.
all over again because they've been through so much. They've been.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Antoinette's got, had a comment. It said, police and social worker picked up our foster kids. They had been left home, no food, clothes, and it was horrible. Yeah.
Look at God.
It happens. And the reason why we're shining a light on this is it's happening more and more every single day. I remember there was a story out of Houston. Okay. It was 3 young boys in an apartment. Okay. One of them had been killed and the corpse was just in the apartment with the other 2 boys or the other 3 boys, you know.
This happened in Houston during the summer.
During the summer. Yeah. It was horrible. Like the mom and the boyfriend would come by and hand them some like ramen noodles or something like that, but it was no electricity. They couldn't cook it. There was no beds, no furniture, no nothing.
It was, the police said they had never seen anything like it.
Mm-hmm.
It was roaches. And
this was a bad story. The 12-year-old little boy was in there, had been dead for what, over a year?
Over a year.
Over a year. So, you know, I keep telling baby, it could be worse. After seeing that story, I'm like, it could be worse. You know, it really could have been worse. But you know, I'm happy. I really am. I can't be upset anymore.
Yeah,
I can't.
I can. It's what I do with the anger. You're right. I can't. I had so many evil thoughts, and I go to church all the time, but I had so many evil thoughts, you know, and now I'm better, I think. Some days.
Some days. You know, we got our day. Life happens. That's why the segment is called Cruising Through Life, because life happens.
Yeah.
You know, you could see us on board or you could see us in real life. We're the same people, you know. And we got a cruise countdown. Blaine says 4 days until the horizon.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk no more.
I think we got how many days? It's November 26th. I think we're in the 50s.
Tell Cookie I said hey.
Yes, we enjoy Cookie. We really do. That was my first cruise director. 46 days until Wonder of the Seas.
Who's going on Wonder?
Antoinette.
Oh my God. I don't want to talk anymore. I can't. Part of me wants to cry. Other part, I'm happy for you.
I'm not going to make an announcement here, but I will say this. I will say this. I was spending the latter part of last night in Royal Caribbean University.
Oh.
Don't say nothing.
Okay.
Don't say nothing. Okay, 100+ days still. Eddie Lugo. Okay. Well, yeah, I know how that feels, man. We've been counting down ever since February.
Yes.
We really have. We've been counting down. And hang on, here we go. Lane's got another one. 41 days till the celebration.
Oh, we're going on the celebration next year.
Yes, we are.
Have luggage, we'll travel.
Parker's on the go.
And some more people.
Yep. It's the family reunion group cruise. Is Blaine part of that also?
I don't know.
And
then we're going on a really cruise with SCT, CME.
Moonlight and them. Antoinette. I think Antoinette's going to be on the booze cruise also.
Yes.
Yep.
That is going to be so much fun.
Hang on a second. It's been almost 3 years. Now you're a little over. Okay. Eddie Lugo says it's been almost 3 years since our last one. So 100 days is not bad at all. You're right.
You're right.
You're right. Because before we took that cruise in September, it had been a year and 9 months for baby. It was my first cruise, so
I cruise all the time.
Yeah. LD Channel's in the chat. Hello, LD Channel. Welcome in to our first live.
And I was so nervous.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, Robin talked me into this.
Yeah, Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. Y'all go check out their channel if you haven't subscribed yet.
And subscribe to them.
Yep.
Robin talked me into
I think everybody in here is a creator. So, just get get their channel names and go check out their channels, everybody.
Yes, Sea Leg Journeys. I tell you, that Robin, she be a car salesman. She
Blaine, thank you. But man, a brother gonna need some help. I was looking at all this stuff and I'm like, whoa, this is much. It's a lot, you know, and I thank you for the words of encouragement.
Yeah. Robin.
Yep. Thank you, Robin.
I haven't been able to eat all day.
Thank you, Robin. Hold on. Blaine got one. It says, I only watch Sea Legs because of Robin.
She should be a car salesman.
Chet is okay.
Oh my God. She gets you going. You can do anything.
Yes.
You know, just get out there.
Yeah.
And go live.
And here we are.
And man,
we're live.
I could
the butterflies
all day.
Yeah, the butterflies are really coming in as we were sitting here, because we sat here for 30 minutes before the live, and baby's like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, but and the plan was to only go for 3 minutes, but
because that's what Robin said. She said, take 3 minutes and go for it and get off. Yep. And now, I'm past the 3 minutes. I think
we're up to 37 minutes right now. But we had a good conversation with you guys. We really did. Thank you, everybody, for
and we'll tell you the back end, not the back end, but we'll tell you what's going on now legally on our next slide. We'll mention it on the.
And we plan on going live on Sunday. Look out for us. I'm not sure what time yet. We're still working out these kinks here. Hang on, we got chats coming in. We got Eddie Lugo says, you got your first. Next is riding a bike now. Shh. And LD says we're doing great. So
please.
Yeah, I told baby it ain't nothing to go live. I mean, if I can pop in from Cozumel, you know, we can do this. And we thank you guys for all of your encouragement. I believe we got 8 in the chat. We got 8 viewers. You know, we thank you guys so much for even just watching our content, because we know we're a bunch of clowns over here. we try to bring good content to you. And, you know, we thank you for this opportunity, this platform. And we thank you for your
encouraging
input.
Words.
Also, yeah, for your input. I mean, everybody, we thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, he's Blaine says he plans on going live on the horizon. Yeah, a couple of times.
Oh my goodness. I want to get on the horizon.
Oh, we got 10 likes and also. Thank you for that, Eddie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But I want to go on the horizon because I really enjoyed Cookie as a cruise director. I really did.
Antoinette, if you could private message me a way to not send the wrong link, because I scheduled a live on YouTube, but then I went live from Restream. I'm not sure if you mess with Restream, but I need to know how to send the link out to everybody. That way they can catch the right show. I had sent the wrong link a while ago. So please reach out to me, private message either Facebook or Instagram, and let me know how to work this. Anybody that deals with Restream, Blaine, anybody. Thank you for dropping in, and I'm going to try to play this video on our way out.
Thank you, guys.
We love you guys.
Love
Always
you.
remember that. We love you, and thank you.